Hey guys, welcome to the Raghu Reddy Show, the number one show for financial advisors. On this case study episode, I have Elaine. Elaine, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Raghu, for inviting me to your show.
It's great to have you on the show, Elaine. So, can you tell us where you're located?
I'm actually located at Petaling Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so before you started working with me, what was that you're struggling with?
Honestly speaking, before I started, I'm feeling stuck. I was struggling to open bigger case sizes and grow my annual premium. No matter how hard I work, I try, I still feel stuck and I couldn't grow further. There's still one day, I saw your Facebook. Oh my God, I should go and explore. That's why I connected with you.
Well, that's right. That's right. So, when you said you were not able to grow your premiums, to bigger case sizes, so which means you are also struggling with the right quality of leads and getting qualified appointments, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, what were you doing to get those appointments previously?
Previously, I will do direct approach. That's what I'm doing. And of course, I'm also, posting in the social media, then that's how I get my leads. But somehow, the case size is pretty small and then it's not a qualified leads. Sometimes they're just doing a shopping, ask around, do a quotation. So that's how I struggle. I was like thinking that why insurance is so difficult? Why it makes my life so difficult? Yeah, but and of course, I will still get the leads, but somehow when I wanted to set an appointment, it's pretty hard. Yeah.
And then practically, I know that you've been extensively using like Instagram, Facebook, and
Yes.
you're generating leads from there and appointments from there. But the quality was not good. That's what you said, right? And
Correct.
so, what was your experience of closing the sales when you had these appointments?
What is my experience when closing? You mean my previously?
Yes.
Of course, I meet up with them, and somehow I think that towards the end, even my proposal, everything is good, and they will still think that, oh, I need to think about it. I'm comparing, but I feel like, oh, okay, during that time, I'm really stuck because I do not know how am I going to, go further with that. There is no weapons, no tools for me, to fight back the case. Yeah.
Yeah. So even though you did know how to handle some of those objections, but still you were struggling to close those cases, right?
Yeah, I mean small cases, yes, but when it comes to bigger cases, me myself also I feel that oh, do this person really can afford? So I think this is the mind block that I'm having also. Yeah.
Okay, so you had issues with your mindset, where
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of mind blocks also, and we have observed that during our training. So, the question is, during our training, when you're working with me, what were some of the aha moments for you?
Wow. Okay. During the coaching, one thing that really stood out to me was the step-by-step guidance. Everything was very clear and easy to follow. Even for the beginners, right? I think that it's easily that they can go into that. The program structure is very well designed. It keep me excited and engaged, to be very true lah. Every time when I have the coaching with you, right, I'm very excited because I know that wow, something really new that I can benefit it. Okay, and every coaching session gives me something practical that I could apply almost immediately, which make a big difference to me as well.
Right. So you realize that it's not just you're doing some random stuff. You're actually there's a structure, and there's a system to follow, and there are procedures that you would want to follow every single day, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
So, previously probably you're waking up with a lot of uncertainty as to where your next paying client comes from.
Sometimes, yes. Like even I wake up like, oh my God, where am I going to get my appointment? So I don't feel like, I mean, at one moment I will also ask back myself, do this industry really for me? Because when I doesn't have appointment, right, I will always, have some monkey mind coming to me. So, but after your program, I feel that like every day I got something to do. Even I don't have appointment, but somehow, I will still find a ways because there is a tool that's you're provided during the coaching, which has really impressed me.
Right. And what about the structure that you're following every single day? does it give you certainty, and does it give you the exact things that you were supposed to accomplish every single day?
Oh, yes. I follow whatever that you guide me. Even sometimes, when I'm lazy to do that, but I know that, okay, I need to do that because my ultimate goal is I want to achieve MDRT. So I need to pay extra hard work to do this because by not doing this, definitely I will not be there. And moreover, I always tell myself that because I'm going to meet you every week. So I need to tell you what am I doing. It's only worth that the coaching, that you actually put on me.
So there's
Yeah.
accountability, right?
Yes, correct.
Very good. And of course, I do check what you have implemented, and we do the corrections. If there's anything done wrong, we correct it, and we keep on moving forward while you learn new skills, right? Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes.
great. But did you realize that, before the training, did you really have a system in place to run this practice?
Not really. But for me is I just want to make sure that every week I have cases. But sometimes there is also a bit struggling. What did I do is I always post in the social media. But it's a bit sad that whatever that you post, even though the content is good, but somehow you couldn't hook the clients, you couldn't hook the prospect. So, and yeah, that's really make me that, oh, am I doing the right thing? Sometimes I will just leave the Facebook like 2, 3 days. I don't want to post anything because the result doesn't come. It's quite in the sense that frustrated
Yeah.
that I done so good job. To me, I done a good job, but it couldn't come. Yeah.
And also, didn't you realize that, what you had been doing, the approach was, quite wrong, right?
Yeah, till you actually told me about that.
Right. So,
Mm.
so what other aha moments were there for you during the training?
Okay. One thing that is really good is because you are helping me to rebrand myself. Yeah, rebranding. Because it has been a lot of people also telling us that, you should rebrand yourself, but how? How am I going to rebrand myself? Till you actually share to me that, you should have your UVP. So that's how I work on it. And even for now, people is already like knowing that, oh, Elaine, you are specialized in this, in that. So indirectly, I also getting a lot of recommendations because by looking at my Facebook, people know that, oh, Elaine, you are doing this. So I think this is actually quite a good improvement for myself also.
Right. And
Mm.
and what you have been learning, not only you're learning new skills, but the processes that you're implementing, is it complicated or is it easy?
Easy, but somehow you still need to practice.
Right.
Everything is too easy. If you didn't practice, it's nothing.
Correct. But it's quite simple to understand and implement it. But
Yes,
you have to do it. All right. Only when you implement, you get results.
correct. Yes,
Right.
because
And
sometimes too easy also people hard to follow.
right. And some of the things are too easy that I've given you, and sometimes you don't want to do it. Right.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Right. Fantastic. So, what was some other aha moments that you experienced?
I feel it's the system that you implemented because every time before I attend your coaching session, you will give me some materials that I can go through. So this is what I will usually, I will spend time to study the materials, and during the coaching, I have better understanding, and I'm more easy to ask you what will be the next questions. And the system is like I back to college, university, where my lecturer, is giving us the materials beforehand. So I really like the system. Yes.
Right. And what about the accountability and handholding?
Uh, Definitely I truly appreciate that because you are there, So and I wanted to show you my result as well.
Yeah.
Because when someone, to me it's very simple. Someone who give effort on me, pay focus on me, I want to pay back. So this is my return,
Very good. And that's what I love about, working with clients. For me, I look out for their results. because
Yes.
that is what I live by. Your results are the most important thing for me as a coach and mentor,
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the use, right? It's important that you master the skills, and the only way to master skills is to do it consistently.
Mm.
And that's what I help you to do. And by, of course, using the right approach and the right tools and the right strategies, and the putting in place the right processes and the right structure. That's the most important thing, right? Okay, great. And so what specific results do you, so like, okay, you've been working with me since 3 to 4 weeks now?
Yeah, it's within a month.
Yeah, so 4 weeks. So what specific results do you have from my training and coaching?
The result really surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Within just 1 month, I started to see some changes.
Mm-hmm.
My case size improved, and I managed to close 8 cases for now.
8 cases.
Yes, 8 cases for now.
Now you're close to 8 cases, and there's an increase in case size, and
Yes, increase in case size and also increase in the number of cases. It's like a combo for me lah.
so now you got more yearly premiums compared to
Oh
before.
yes. Oh yes. Yes, definitely.
What do
What's
you
the
think
change?
changed? Like previously, you're closing low case sizes. Now you're able to close bigger case sizes, and your confidence level has skyrocketed. So, what do you think has changed?
I think it's the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mindset that I break through. Because before this, I always judge, sorry to say that, I will judge that, oh, can you afford monthly? You get what I mean? Can you afford yearly? So I think that for the safe side, because I just want to close your case, I just go for monthly. But for now, I will just let them know that, okay, you go for annually. So non-negotiable. But of course, along the way, they will ask, oh, will there be any other options? Yes, I'm open up the options, but I will still encourage them to go for annually. And I try that. So for these 8 cases that I close, it's about half of it is annual premium cases.
Wow, half of them of the eight
Yes,
cases are annual cases,
yes.
and that is happening because of the process and procedures you're following.
Process, procedure, and also the mindset
That's
that
right.
the breakthrough that I feel very proud. Even I share with my teammate, my leader.
Mm-hmm.
I told them that, now I know how to ask for annual premium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, Elaine, what was your experience of working with me?
It has been an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm.
I truly appreciate the willingness of you sharing so much of knowledge openly to me. It's not just theory. Everything is practical and can be applied right away. So this is what I truly, I feel very grateful. Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, if someone's watching this video, and they are on the fence and they don't know what to do, and if they're struggling
Mm,
to get clients, so
mm.
what would you say to them?
To any financial advisor out there who feels stuck, whether it's getting leads or increasing your case size, I understand how that feels because I used to be that also. But sometimes the right guidance can make a big difference. Even from the first lesson, you can already learn something useful and start applying it. If you're serious about growing, this might be the step you need. Work with Mr. Raghu.
Yeah. So, I think you started closing right between second and third week.
I think I have the first session with you is somewhere in March.
Mm-hmm.
After we have a discovery call, immediately on the next 2 days, yeah, we have the coaching. And on that night itself, I close the case.
Okay. So,
Yes,
in the very first week, you closed the case.
yes, I close the case. And
Wow.
subsequently on the second week, I also start to using the system that you taught me. I open the case, I open, and then on the following week, I managed to close the case.
Wow, wow, that's really awesome. Fantastic, fantastic. And I'm really happy for the results that you're having. And this is just the beginning, right? We're just 4 weeks into the program, and you've done an awesome job of implementing. And I truly appreciate that. And that's what I look for in my students, right? Just implement what is shown, and it's simple, it's not complicated, and you get results. That's what I would like to see for everyone, right? And fantastic, and thanks for that wonderful feedback, Elaine. And I wish you all the very best, and we'll continue to work towards your MDRT. Okay, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.